Good morning. So today's assignment was on is on emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to use your own emotional awareness of yourself and others to inform healthy choices. And the speaker he made some key points. Talked about keeping an open mind, which is very essential in leadership because you can't lead with a closed mind. He also said he talked about paying attention to our perceptions and its impact on our choices. Emotional inform and he said emotions inform healthy choices, which I found to be very, very interesting. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional awareness. He also talked about learning how to have a personal mission statement and also modeling emotional intelligence within ourselves, which in turn has an impact on other people. Uh, so moving forward, so what my considerations about this podcast are in terms of, well, generally speaking, I found it to be very reasonable because I could see a lot of sense in what he was saying. Speaking about like keeping an open mind in the first place. As a leader, you can't have a closed mind because you end up finding out that you need to work on yourself first, and the whole process of leadership stems from you have to have self-awareness. You have to have that's knowing you know what your emotions are, and then self-management, which is knowing how to control your impulses, and which then translates into others, because you're a leader of other people. So which is social awareness, that's understanding how to read cues on others, knowing how people feel and things like that, being able to identify that. And also, it requires relationship management, which uh, talks about inducing positive behaviors from others. And yeah, so speaking of how does my manager or my employer have emotional intelligence? Well, honestly, my current boss, I feel like I should send him this video because it's unfortunate how he he needs to work on himself when it comes to like how he addresses people. Because and then he makes up excuses like, well, I'm Cuban and this is how I react. I mean, that's not the best way to go about things because and I'm glad I watched this video because it shows how leadership works. You have to first work on yourself and identify your flaws, and that in turn helps you be able to listen to see where others are coming from, and then you can even bring out the best from them. Because sometimes it's not your fault; it's you know, it's your subject's fault, and they need to learn that they have this problem, that they need to fix. But the way you put it out there also matters because if you approach things from an aggressive perspective or one that shows you're not even listening in the first place, the person on the other end becomes defensive, and you can't lead that way. Like it's just you know you find out that that method of leadership is flawed. So, how would I rate my emotional intelligence? Well, excuse me. I would say, because of I feel like I'm someone who likes analyzing things a lot. It can work to my advantage and also to my disadvantage because it kind of like makes things in from the positive, from the advantageous side of things. It makes me be able to break down things easily, but then from the disadvantage point of things, it makes it kind of like too logical, and people feel like, well, logic is not just the only way to express yourself. Emotions take a huge advantage on people. So yeah, I did like I would say I'll rate myself I don't know, 8. All right, thank you.